Oh man, what a beautiful day. So week 4, you know, one of the things I've really noticed about week 4, besides the fact that I think I can feel my double chin start to engage with me finally, you know, that mind double chin connection. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's starting to slide off like butter. That's what's starting to happen. Butter, you know. None of that cheap butter. I'm talking about that local grass-fed stuff. You know what I mean? Just put on toast. It just starts melting away, baby. Melting away. You know what another thing I'm noticing about week 4 is? When I play my music on my headphones, I'm starting to keep the volume up when I pass people. You know, instead of blaring it, jogging, feeling all pumped up, and then all of a sudden you see somebody walking on the street and then you just can't help yourself. You just lower the volume, you know, so that just in case they could hear what you're listening to, you know, feeling all jacked. No, we all know I don't listen to that kind of music when I'm running. You know, I'm listening to like Take My Breath Away. You take my breath away. That's right. You do. And, you know, I Need a Hero. I'm about to run into a truck here. Hold on. Don't we all need a hero from time to time? I know I do. Or Joe Cocker, Up Where We Belong. You know, now that's a jogging song. And if you thought that was nothing, the Leftovers soundtrack. Oh man, I forget the name of that song. Hold on, let me just get this one for you. Hold on, it's great. And Know the Place for the First Time. Season 3, The Leftovers. Oh man, that's epic. Nah, who am I kidding? I still lower the volume when I pass people. In fact, you can probably see it with those people there on the porch there, kind of like shied the camera away. Sometimes I do it just because I think it's cool. But you know, as Gary Vaynerchuk says, it's kind of a douchey move to be filming yourself in public, and I kind of agree, but what can I say? I kind of like the attention. You know, I know you know what I'm talking about here. You like the attention too. I know you do. I know you do. I see you at Yorkville going there just because you want to be seen. You know, who are we kidding? Anyway, one thing I wanted to touch upon today, just really quick. You know, everybody says really quick, but the truth is they don't give a shit whether they're really quick or not. They just want to say really quick because they know your attention span is like 2 seconds and you're going to shut this thing off if they don't say really quick. But probably I'm going to ramble on for another few minutes. So if this thing's too long for you, then arrivederci, as they say. Sayonara. But speed is so important when you're running. And what I mean by that is lack thereof. Everyone thinks that you should go faster to burn more calories. And if you're really fit, you could do that. Like I've said many times before, go join a boot camp. You can get your heart rate up. You can get in that fat burning zone way quicker than just going for a jog, let's say. But one of the things I've noticed when it comes down to boosting the metabolism, burning fat, getting yourself feeling fit, and more important than probably anything I feel, is getting that flush, that facial flush, which is really tough to get if you're just doing high intensity workouts all the time. You get a pump, you feel good, you sweat, but it becomes harder and harder to get really that facial flush, that flushed feeling that you really only get once you're active for a certain period of time. And I find with jogging, and I didn't make this up, this is common knowledge, but just to kind of remind you, is that it doesn't really matter so much how fast you're going, it matters the duration. So how long are you actually jogging for? And so I love the idea of 30 minutes. I think 30 minutes 3 times a week is just a really good number for me. You're probably different. You can always speak to your doctor or speak to, I don't know, whoever you want to help guide you on that. But I just think 30 minutes is a really good number. And at first it's really hard to run. So you don't want to be, you don't want to be causing yourself injury, right? You don't want to be putting yourself in a position where you're putting too much pressure on your knees or back, or just make yourself prone to injury. And so one of the best rules of thumb that I learned, and this is all the way back, going back to like elementary school gym, which is just run at a pace where you can have a conversation the way we're having now. So maybe in the beginning it is just a walk, like a fast walk. Maybe it is a jog, but it's a really sort of like light jog. So that's the idea, I think. You want to try and be able to run without huffing and puffing. You want to try and be able to do some sort of activity without huffing and puffing if you're going to be doing it for a period of time, like a half hour. If you're just getting started and it just feels so hard and you just can't seem to motivate yourself, you want to do something like that. So that's a tip. Everybody knows it. I learned it a long time ago. You don't have to be a doctor to know that, but a little bit of a reminder for you. So enjoy the workout out there. Enjoy your music out there. I know I am. Oh, I know I am. And stay pumped.